Steve Rubell once said, "Only the mafia makes more money than me," and he wasn't wrong, because as soon as Studio 54 reopened its doors in New York, it became the hottest nightclub of the late 70s. From Hollywood A-listers to top designers, business moguls to party animals, everyone wanted a piece of the action. But what made Studio 54 so special? Originally opened as the Gala Opera House in 1927, the venue eventually went under. But when it was reborn as a nightclub, it became the epicenter of New York's nightlife. Getting in was nearly impossible. Rumor has it even Andy Warhol was once afraid of being turned away, but once you were inside, that's when the real magic happened. Studio 54 was a place where anything and everything was possible. No rules, no limits. Just pure freedom, wild parties, and unforgettable nights. It was the go-to spot for stars like Ryan O'Neal, Mariel Hemingway, Richard Gere, Jack Nicholson, and Sylvester Stallone. The party never stopped at Studio 54. But in 1978, things took a turn. One of the owners casually mentioned to the press that the club had made $7 million in its first year, and that was enough to spark an investigation. A major raid followed, and owners Rubell and Schrager were arrested for tax evasion. Turns out they had secretly pocketed $2,500,000, and the authorities weren't happy about it. But the drama didn't stop there. While the owners were serving time, the club was forced to shut down. Adding to the chaos, a tragic incident had taken place inside, further sealing its fate. However, legends never die. On September 12, 1981, Studio 54 made a grand comeback with stars like Andy Warhol, Calvin Klein, Cary Grant, Lauren Hutton, and Gloria Vanderbilt gracing the guest list. With dazzling lights, theatrical spotlights, and a dance floor that felt like a movie set, Studio 54 was the ultimate playground for the bold and the beautiful. Andy Warhol summed it up best. The key to Studio 54's success is dictatorship at the door and democracy on the dance floor. But even the wildest parties have to end. By 1981, the first HIV/AIDS cases were reported, and the disco era began to fade. Studio 54 officially closed its doors, but its legacy, that will never die. The stories, the scandals, and the legendary nights still live on.